So, I know I'm a little late, but Konami has just announced new Sky Striker cards. And to use the words of YGO organization, these support cards are going to change our lives and are going to be the best cards ever. Now, that might be a little bit of a stretch, but they're certainly worth taking a look at and are cards that will see play, especially with the staying power of Sky Striker as a strategy. Strikers will be getting 3 new cards. So, let's take a look at the first of them, Pillar of the Future, Cyanos. Cyanos is always treated as a Sky Striker card, and is a level 1 machine with a puny 500-500 stat line. However, it comes with 3 effects, which aren't half bad, each of which can only be used once per turn. 1. You can discard a spell to special summon this card from your hand. 2. If Cyanos is normal or special summoned, you can special summon a Rose from your deck or graveyard, but you are locked into machine extra deck monsters for the rest of the turn. And 3, you can banish Cyanos from your graveyard to special summon or add to your hand a Rose that is either banished or in the graveyard. Next up is Sky Striker Ace Azalea Temperance, a 2500 attack Link 3 monster, the first of which for Sky Strikers, which is a great start. Azalea Temperance also only requires 2+ monsters including a Link monster, allowing it to be used generically. This card has 2 effects, the first of which can only be used once per turn. 1. If this card is special summoned, you can banish a spell from your hand or graveyard, then target a monster your opponent controls with 2500 or less attack, and equip it to Temperance as an equip spell. And 2. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon one other Sky Striker monster from your hand or grave, for some great recursion. And the final card that was revealed is Combination Maneuver Engage 0, a 1500 attack Link 2 that is again generic, requiring 2 light and or dark monsters. Engage 0 is always treated as a Sky Striker Ace card, but comes with the drawback of only being special summonable once per turn, and cannot be used as Link material. Although, with the support that Strikers recently received in Linkage, this card's fine, because you can just Linkage it away. Engage 0 also comes with some great effects, because if this card is special summoned, you can target one monster on the field with 2500 or more attack, and negate its effects until the end of the turn. And, at the start of the damage step, if you attack with Engage 0 and have Ray and Rose in the graveyard, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls, giving this card an Infinite Impermanence effect and a Raigeki effect. So now that we've been introduced to each card, let's see how they can be used to enhance the Sky Striker gameplay. Cyanos makes us a Link 3, as long as we have one spell to discard, which in this situation, we do. So let's activate Cyanos effect, pitching the Area 0 for cost, and special summoning Cyanos, as well as a Rose from our deck. Now, with these 2 monsters on board, we can go into a Link 2, let's say Zeke for today, but notice how we can't go into the Nightmare monsters because they are not machine extra deck monsters. So, we can special summon Zeke, activate its effect to banish one of our opponent's monsters until the end of their next end phase. Nope, we don't want to activate any of our hand traps. Now we can activate Cyanos effect in the grave to special summon back that Rose, and now we have the Link 3 materials, except again, it does have to be a machine monster. And it just so happens that Azalea Temperance, the other new card, is a Link 3. So we can go into Azalea Temperance, and because I'm an idiot, we are going to be switching mics, because I'm just now noticing I did not voice over this section when I was with my other mic. And we're going to activate the effect of Azalea Temperance by banishing that Area 0 that we had earlier, and equipping our opponent's monster to Azalea Temperance, because it has less than 2500 attack. So boom, one Cyanos clears 2 monsters and gives us a Link 3. Pretty solid. So, I know we've touched on Temperance, but let's dive a little bit deeper into Azalea Temperance and what it can do as a card. Heck, as a Link 3 alone, it's pretty powerful in Strikers. Sky Striker spells require there to be no monsters in the main monster zone, and previously, game plans could get quite convoluted while you controlled a Link 2 and took control of a monster through something like a Widow Anchor. Maybe you could use a multi-roll to remove that pesky main monster, or link into a Nightmare Unicorn just for the heck of it. Or just accept the fact that your Sky Striker spells are gonna be out of commission for a little while. But now, the strategy has a Link 3 that gets much better use than Nightmare Unicorn. Being able to equip a monster to this card instead of destroying it helps get around protection effects, like that of Thunder Dragon Colossus, who can protect itself from getting destroyed by card effect, but not from getting yoinked. And looking at Azalea Temperance's second effect, when it's destroyed, you can potentially be getting 2 bodies on the board instead of just 1. Because yes, you get to special summon 1 from your hand or grave when this card is destroyed, but let's not forget that when a link is destroyed and you have a Ray in your graveyard, you can special summon that Ray once per turn. Finally, we take a look at Engage 0, which is a pretty interesting card due to its restriction of not being usable as link material. Considering Sky Striker does do a lot of linking back into Kagari or Shizuku to churn out more and more spells. But its negation effect combined with a Regeki-like effect give this card arguably the strongest monster effects in the deck. And you can still use linkage to target this card and special summon out another Sky Striker ace from your extra deck, which does not count as using this card as material for a link summon. So, it will certainly have its time and place, especially as players get to practice with the card even more. And that's a wrap. I know I'm excited to see these new cards get some play in the future, so let me know if you are too down in the comments. And have a great day, everybody.